Breaking news to bring you people. Arsenal have completed a deal for NICOLAS Pepe. Arsenal have broken their transfer record free of £72 million to sign Nicolas Pepe from Lille in France. It makes him the third most expensive player to ever to be bought in the Premier League. Massive move from Arsenal in this transfer window. A transfer window where we expected nothing. A transfer window where we were told the budget was only going to be £40 million or £45 million. Smashed it out the bag now, haven't we? Nicolas Pepe is signed. He's completed the deal. As I said, it's £72 million. Apparently, it's going to be paid in instalments, looking around £20 million paid straight off to Lille and £50 million spread over the next 5 years. But boy, what a massive signing this is, man. I mean, obviously there was big talks about Zaha coming to Arsenal. He wants to play in London. He wants to play in the Premier League, but Arsenal didn't front up the cash for him. Palace wanted too much money. So what did we do? Well, we looked at him in African Nation and said, who's that brother next to him over there on the other side of the pitch? See that boy, Pepe? Yeah, we want to sign him. What? Liverpool interested in him? What? Man United interested in him? What? Napoli about to sign him? Nah. Edu and them, man, they were like, nah, we want him. We want him at the club, so we're going to sign him. And there he is. Done deal. We heard I think it was Saturday morning, we heard that a fee had been agreed, and all of a sudden, a few days later, he's arrived in London, had the medical, all these talks of pictures, seen him in the Arsenal shirts and stuff like that. Here he is. Nicolas Pepe becomes Arsenal's world record signing. Now, of course, it'll be paid over a certain amount of years, but it goes down as £72 million. That's how much we'll be paying out for him in the end, man. And as much as our defensive crisis goes on, this is a brilliant signing. I mean, I've not seen him play much, but what I have seen of him, what I've heard of him, the guy's going to be a talent. He's a left-footed right winger mainly, so that, we've been calling that for time. People were saying Mahrez a couple of years ago. Then we talked about Zaha last year, and now Pepe is coming at the right time. And boy, if he can link up, if we can get Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe playing at the top, man, it's going to be a good season for us. But let me not get carried away. I mean, the guy is good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But we've got a crisis at the back. We've got a crisis because, another part of the news that we're hearing this week is that Mustafi may be leaving the club, which is mad because I didn't actually think this was going to happen. This is what all Arsenal fans wanted to hear, that Mustafi is going to be leaving, but apparently it looks like he actually is. Arsenal in talks with a number of clubs over a potential loan deal with maybe a permanent deal going to be arranged next summer when his contract expires, or potentially a permanent deal now. We're in talks, and so we just have to wait and see what happens with Mustafi, but that would be mad. Especially with, obviously, the Koscielny news that he's going to be leaving the club as well. Edu is in France talking to Stade Rennes, meeting with them about his potential departure. So we could see both our centre-backs from last season go, which obviously leaves us a centre-back or two down. I know Chambers is returning from his loan spell away, and obviously we've got Holden coming back from injury. But, boy, we need some reinforcements. And already the talk is already moved away from Pepe onto a centre-back and a left-back, of course, but in talks with Tierney, that is still ongoing. The move is still on the table there. But the centre-back is the main priority now for Arsenal. They haven't revealed who they're looking for, but there's talks about signing one of the Juventus young centre-back, Rogani, from the Italian centre-back. But we're still waiting to hear what happens on that front. We're not quite sure exactly where that's going to go, exactly how that's going to pan out. But the Pepe deal is obviously the big one, the one that Arsenal, all the representatives wanted to get done and over the line before anyone else tries to steal him. And here he is, man. He's, like you said, he's an Ivory Coast international. He's bagged 22 goals last season for Lille, so he's a goal scorer. Although none of them have been penalty takers, why not get another penalty taker in our team, innit? Give some competition to Orbs and Laka. You can't be missing now, man. Got to be putting away the pens. So there you have it, man. Pepe is a new signing at Arsenal, and I'm here for it, man. I'm fully here for it. Can't wait to see what happens there. Just catching up with you with the rest of the news of the week. Since we last spoke, we've had another friendly game. Emirates Cup was on Sunday. The women lost 1-0 to Bayern Munich and the men lost 2-1 to Lyon. In terms of the Lyon game, I guess one of the main negatives was that Laka came off injured. The first sort of 20 minutes of the game, he didn't look right. Like he took a knock on the ankle or something. He came off injured. He was actually seen after the game with a protective boot. So let's hope that that isn't going to be long term for Arsenal. That it's only a knock and maybe out for a couple of weeks or so. Hopefully getting ready for that first game of the season. If not, at least before the end of September, we'll have to see him back in the Arsenal shirt. So hopefully that's not bad. Orbs, brilliant goal on the volley. Mickey's ball in the box. Orbs just does what he does, man, and this is why I say he's the best player at the club. The man is lethal. The man knows where the goal is. He scores goals. He didn't win the Golden Boot last season for no reason. Like, it wasn't an accident. I told man at the start of last season he'll win the Golden Boot, and and it happened. He's a goal scorer. He's the best player at the club. He does what he does. A great finish in the pre-season game against Lyon, and then in the second half. To be fair, we actually dominated the game, really. I don't know how we didn't win it. Willock had chances, and Ketia could have bagged a hat-trick in that game, man. So, I'm disappointed that we didn't get anything out of it. But it was a good opportunity to see Martinelli play and Danny DeBayo as well come on, and he looked good. A few good touches in the middle of the park there. But essentially, Memphis and Dembele ran the show in the second half, really. The first goal was a lovely ball in. Memphis just sticking it on Maitland-Niles playing at right back and Dembele finishing, and then the second goal was on a counter attack and another finish from Dembele. We know that them two are lethal. They're the main guys up there for Lyon. And we didn't deal with them right, and I hope that is showing Emery that as good as we can be going forward, if we don't put chances away, we're gonna concede at the back, and so a centre back has to be a priority. So I'm hoping that he's seen that. I'm hoping that he's ready to address it. Pepe will bring something different on the right on the wing. So that will I'm not even bothered now going forward. Now before I was thinking, could do with a winger, could do with a centre mid. Now we got DeBayo, now we got Martinelli, now we got Pepe, we got some of the youngsters, Nelson and Ketia coming through. People like Iwobi and Mickey are still there. So you know what? Our squad depth is looking good going forward, man. But at the back, I'm proper worried. So I'm not even going to say anything too tough about Arsenal going for this and Arsenal going for that, because I know I'm going to get my head chopped off by you lot. So listen, I'm happy in it. How can I not be happy? £72 million, world record fee spent. Seems like the Kroenke family are listening to us, man. We care. Do you? Well, I guess they do. Thanks for listening, guys. NICOLAS Pepe, welcome to us.